Hey, it's been a while. Gonna try a new format today. I guess I just wanna talk loose today without much editing. And I'm going off without a script either. So, yeah, I've been gone for a while. I think it's been 2 years. At least it feels like it's been 2 years. A lot has changed with me. I guess firstly I want to explain why I haven't been uploading. Simply put, the same as always, I kind of just lost a lot of motivation. It's really hard to get me to make videos. They are not easy to make. They take a lot of time and a lot of effort, and I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I really want to make sure that every second of it is well edited. Even with the last video, after I had already uploaded it, I was tempted to just completely delete it and then repost it because I noticed a slight editing error at the very beginning where the music plays a bit later than I wanted it to, and I almost completely deleted the video off the platform and reposting it just for that little change. And ultimately I decided to just calm down and forget about it. I think that was a bit of a tell that this wasn't gonna work, the way I wanted it to. Because I have this feeling in my head that I have to make every video like that, where it's this hyper edited, very high quality piece of work. And I feel like if I don't put that out, I'm no different than, channels that put out slop. And I'm not going to point names, but there's plenty of channels that I think of when I think of just pumping out content for the sake of it, rather than having something to say. To some degree, I kind of envy that, being able to pump out content at all. And obviously to some degree it is a bit difficult because, they still have to put some work into it, especially when they upload daily. But on the whole, yeah, I just got really tired. It's a really tiring task to make these kind of videos, even if they're only 10 minutes. And I really do admire, a lot of channels for managing to, continually upload on a consistent basis or even on a semi-consistent basis. So why have I come back? Why am I making this video at all? Is it just to, I guess, mope? Well, yeah, a little bit. I kind of just want to mope right now. But I do want to at least bring up some hope. Because, this video was kind of inspired by a video that I watch. And I'm blanking on the video right now. But I'll make sure I put it up on the screen. And I'll post the link below. But this video kind of just talked about, I guess, early YouTube. What makes people want to make videos in the early days of YouTube? Why someone would want to go onto YouTube and create content? Sometimes it'd be for funny, sometimes it'd be to have some commentary, but on the whole, they would make content because they wanted to create content. They wanted to share their vision. They wanted to share their experiences. And that video, if it just ended like that, then it would just be, it'd just be what I've always been thinking. But I think what kind of clicked with me was other people believe that. It isn't just some figurehead, nameless people in the comments that just yap about it without actually enjoying that content and watching it actively. But there are people that watch that kind of content, that feels, I guess, more personal to the creator. And as a result, it presents a different dynamic with the creator and the viewer. There's stuff like streaming, which has progressively become less high energy comparative to how it was before. And when I say high energy, like in the sense that it's a lot less focused on just watching gameplay with a figurehead on the top left corner. It is a lot more focused on the individual. There's a lot more of a person just talking. And that's honestly really nice. And it made me think, why can't I do that? Why am I stopping myself from doing that? Why do I have to make every video feel like a sort of magnum opus, or be better than the last, or be at least on par with the last in terms of, the amount of heavy editing? So I wanted to kind of look back on my older videos, and I looked back at them, and I guess I had a bit of an epiphany of, what videos, having watched back at them now, hit with me, more than the others. What videos do I come back to and think like, damn, I said something here and it felt real? There wasn't just this sense of, being upset, or this sense of, just making quips for the sake of it. It felt real. And that video for me was the first FNAF video I made on the channel, and the first real FNAF video, which was about what had changed in FNAF. And I guess in a way I'm a bit of a microcosm of that video now. I kind of evolved from that. I noticed my content has become a lot more focused on the comedic aspect of that video. While sharing, you know, I still was sharing information that I was interested in. That didn't change. The topics were the same, but, you know, just expressing that content, you know, just expressing the topic, excuse me, wasn't enough for me, you know? It isn't just expressing the topic, it's especially so that it is about how you express that content, how you express that topic, and if it fits you. And I consider myself to be a bit of a comedic guy, so I thought if I just hammered in on that aspect, then it would all work out fine, but it didn't. For me, at least. I'm not too pressed about views and shit like that. I know my views went down, and I'm not that upset about it. Because I kind of do like having a smaller community. It is a lot nicer, a lot more manageable. But I noticed that because I had been more focused on the comedic aspect, it's a lot harder for me to be genuine. And I am a genuine person. When I express my opinions, I feel like I am genuine about it. I don't express it just for the sake of expressing it, or just for the sake of fitting some mold that everyone else is following. I want to experience something myself. I want to see why someone would want to believe that, and then make my own conclusions based off of that. And I don't feel like I've done that enough on this channel. I think the one time I did was that FNAF video. Every other time was, I guess, in a way, spiteful. Because if it isn't obvious, I've fallen off on FNAF hard. I'm not a fan of it at all. And I genuinely despise it. And I don't think that's going to change. There is still a part of me that appreciates the first 3 games. And I don't think that'll ever go away, even if I try to push it back. But no, I don't think I'll ever come back to FNAF. It's too much. And if that's too much for you, I understand. Assuming that the people that did like FNAF, my FNAF videos are still here. But if you're not, that's great. No offense, but I don't want to feel like I have to make FNAF videos. And thankfully I don't feel like that. But I am struggling a bit to figure out what I do want to make. So what I've decided to go with is, I'm thinking about having more videos like this. I guess in a sort of diary sense, where I just express myself, I talk. Maybe I'll talk about something that's happened recently to me, something that's happened recently in the news. Nothing too serious. I don't want to make this a super serious channel, but I do want this channel to be a place where I can just express myself. You know, that doesn't mean I won't be, you know, I won't try to be comedic, but I want this to be me. I want this to be my vision, and I feel like my vision is a genuine individual. I want to have my genuine thoughts out there, and I want to be able to express my thoughts a lot. I like that. I like having discourse. It makes the connection I have with who I am telling this information to feel real. It makes it feel like I'm actually engaging someone in a conversation. And I like to feel like my videos provide that, but ultimately I don't think the later ones have. I think those videos, in a way, they kind of just feel like they're a show. That's actually a good way to describe it. A show. It feels like a show that I'm putting on, you know. And even if it does present my actual opinions, it's ultimately presented in a show format rather than a way for me to speak to you guys and have some feedback and back and forth. And that was something that I felt was a negative of those videos in hindsight, and why I do appreciate the you know, the FNAF retrospective a lot more. So that's all from me. If you want any ideas of like what I'm going to be making in the future, I'm probably going to start digging into more videos that I've had cooking up for a while now, specifically in the script department. I've had a lot of scripts that I've ended up just throwing away because I just felt like I couldn't do it justice, or I've lost motivation. But I want to be able to make those scripts come to life. I want those videos to be real. Until then, I might make a lot more, I guess, less quality videos in the sense of editing, but I want it to be a bit more relaxing. I want it to be a bit more chill, you know? because I feel like we need a little bit of that. We don't need too much high energy content. That's definitely a big lesson that I'm going to take off from that video. So yeah, y'all have a good one and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.